Did you know in this franchise, between 4 years, there's already 1,000 plus monster sprites? And yet, some other big name franchise, and there's at least two I can think of, it took one of them over 20 years to get there? That's some trippy paint stuff there. I kind of like that. And I'm appreciative of PressEngine and Red Art Games for allowing me to show you, at the very least, the beginning of Monster Crown Sin Eater. I should say, I have for a while been out of the creature raising game. But some things have happened within the last year that have made me think, should I try them again? And when an opportunity like this somehow showed up on my lap, I thought, why not try? And this looks real retro in ways I can appreciate. And there's difficulty levels. Story, challenge, monster, and the colors change. I'm convinced there's no trophies related to difficulty, but I don't want to play that easy. No thank you. At some point before I did stop, I played a lot of years of that 20 plus years it took to get to over 1,000 monsters franchise. I played a lot of games in that, and there was never difficulty choices there. I played a lot of those mainline games. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then what? 4, 5, then skipped 6 and went 7, skipped 8, but still a lot of games. So why not try and make up for lost time, but at the same time, why not focus on this right here? I want to stay there on story, not story, challenge. I don't know why I won't stay. But animation would stay on or off. I don't know why it ain't changing. Why don't we just see about trophies for this, though? There's a platinum. Only 11 trophies beside the platinum. In addition to the platinum, I should say. Man created weapons to fend off predators. They crave security. So these gotta be story related. They must be. Obsessive compulsive, he who arms himself with knowledge shall inherit the earth. Why does that sound like a biblical verse? Well, there it goes there. When you go into battle, put on the full armor of God, one piece at a time. These are rather cryptic. And that feels like a super boss thing there. So it's kind of hard to guess things. But yeah, animation stays, but not difficulty. Maybe this is why. But difficulty selection has no bearing on the game's story, which it shouldn't. But for some fighting games it did in the past, depending. At least the home versions. Nor does it have any bearing on what kinds of monsters will appear. Good. So what happens when you give me a story? For some of you, experiencing the horror of Asur or Asur or Asur or Azure, I'm not sure. Asur's harrowing journey through Crown Nation may be too much for your hearts to bear. Worry not. In this mode, enemies are threatening, but by keeping simple battle principles in mind, you can defeat them handily. Money and resources are plentiful. and you are encouraged to experiment endlessly by making use of reduced monster breeding and monster fusion costs. If you are interested in the sights, sounds, and colorful citizens of the Crown Nation without the constant threat of Asur's imminent grisly demise, this mode is for you. Is it really that grim? Then give me a challenge. While the road ahead is long and treacherous, you can overcome any obstacle with enough grit and determination. That's the kind of thing I keep wanting to espouse and repeat. That's what I'm trying to also show and prove. Enemies are tough, but not insurmountable. They may make critical errors which present clear openings for you to exploit. While you should keep your team of monsters loose enough to adapt and respond to threats, you may find some tactics more convenient than others. Resources are a little tight, but you should have enough room to keep your head above water. This mode is for people who are adept at RPGs, like me. Then what about Give Me Monster Crown? Resources are more scarce. Monsters are harder to tame. Money is tighter, and both monster breeding and monster fusion cost more money. To overcome the challenges ahead, you must give it your best. Your enemies will always make optimal moves. You will have to commit to a continually evolving team of monsters to overcome new challenges. Death is around every corner. Keep your head held high and your feet planted firmly on the ground and soldier through each problem. Resilience is key. This is the true form of Monster Crown, Sin Eater. I ain't ready for that. I want a challenge, though. I don't want just a story. If I want just a story, I'd play an adventure game or a visual novel. And I hate both of those for their immense lack of challenge. Or so my blind mind thinks. And this is all cool pixels here already. Wakey, wakey, little bro. Guess who? Man, I go for what, a year? And you're already worse than I am for sleeping in. Come on, get it together. I got something to show you outside. And there's a time system here. Dias? In the flesh. Mom and Ushas are already up, so get it in gear. Get something sturdy on. Has it really been a year since I last saw him? What went on in that year? Oh, you can move diagonal here. Good to know. This is Ushas's bed. She wasn't old enough to have her own bed before Dias left home, so she ended up taking his bed. She does keep it very neat, though. Do I need to look at every little thing, though? I don't think so. A photo of Mom, myself, and Ushas from a few years ago. We had the picture blown up for print, and that set us back a pretty penny. I am cool with pixels like this very much. Oh, Usha's collar is up there. How are you doing, sis? She doesn't speak. I would hate to think something caused her to be unable to talk. Yeah, I get that too. Morning, son. Your brother's outside waiting for you. What's outside, then? Is there a time system akin to Farm Sim? Good, you're here. Check it out. This Jungro is chowing down on this crop. We're gonna have to stop it. It's odd that it's all the way over here, but we're going to have to deal with it. Here, I'm going to give you my Gulpangal and direct you from the sidelines. I'm gonna say Gulpangal. All right, let's get started. How does this go? fighting an enemy monster is pretty easy. It's all about dropping their HP to 0. And obviously, making sure they don't drop your monster's HP to 0. First things first, you should attack. Select Act, then Attack, then choose Vile Tail. Vile Tail and Stagger. That reduces synergy by 20%. Venom-filled tail or appendage with a 10% chance to inflict plague. And that's completely accurate and more powerful. Good matchup in critical hit and plague. See. Oh no, there were animations before in the first place. Great! That did some nice damage, and it even inflicted the opponent with a status condition. Status conditions are super important. They can turn the tide of a battle easily. There are lots of techniques with a small chance to inflict status conditions just like that. Plague just makes the enemy take extra damage every so often. That little bit extra can make up a huge difference over time. That Jungro's no match for Gulpengal, but you should always keep an eye on your own monster's HP. Tell you what, instead of knocking this one out, how about we pact it? Monsters are impressed by demonstrations of strength, so they'll join you if you lower their HP a bunch, and the odds increase if you inflict a status condition. Go to Item, then select the normal pact from your pack. I'll give you one to use now. So there's a pact, it's a whole scroll. And how would I tell if it's gonna work or not? And there's some experience there. Leveled up twice, huh? Then the trainer gets experience. Asur gets experience. I have no idea. Great! You did it, man! Remember though, battles are more complicated than just throwing out your strongest move. There's more layers of strategy involved as you deal with stronger monsters. Whenever you get a monster of your own, you should talk to other experienced tamers. I'm sure they'd be happy to impart good advice. Never be afraid to experiment with new strategies and try unfamiliar things in safe environments. That's the only way you can learn and grow. If you need a refresher, you can check the tamer notes I gave you a couple years ago. It's in the notebook. Lots of sage advice in there. Let me just take Gulpengal back. I'm also going to dissolve the pact on the Jungro. I don't think Mom would like it if we had another mouth to feed, right? Why don't you and I just watch the sun set tonight? We'll go to our favorite spot, then we'll get some grub. Campfire, then. Do you think about reason, Asur? What do you mean? Reason scratches a pretty primal itch in our brains. It's not like a higher force we tap into or anything. It's about as basic as eating or sex for us humans. Our innate desire to understand things, to take them apart, to look at every facet of them in detail and find some kind of answer in it all. I think about it a lot. I think about Meru's spire, constantly gleaming right slap bang in the middle of everything. I think about taking it apart, top to tail, and studying every inch of what's left. It stands there as a symbol of Lord Taishakuten's power. Probably Taishakuten, probably. His mastery over all that he surveys. No human can ever build such a thing. It would collapse under its own weight. Like that windmill we bought when we were kids? We were trying to help, but it fell over and crushed a whole patch of pumpkins. Mom was pretty pissed at you for that. Exactly like that. It shouldn't exist, but it does. That's the world we live in at the moment. We are ruled over by beings that should not exist, and yet do. Lord Taishakuten, the 4 heavenly kings, their inquisitors, even the lowest beastman. None of these things should exist. We pay taxes to them. We send our food to them. We work to support them. But Meru's spire stands unsupported, perfect in every way. Perhaps it existed before Lord Taishakuten did. Perhaps it will exist for a long time afterwards. Did anyone figure out what exactly it is? I don't even know if Lord Taishakuten himself understands the true nature of that thing. He certainly lived long enough to try and find it. There's something I need to tell you, Adrian. Something important. You mustn't tell another soul. Not even Mom. Not even Usha's. What is it? Lord Taishakuten's influence is smaller than you think it is. In other countries, far beyond the horizon, forces begin to amass that will threaten all of mankind. For the last year, I've been researching, diving into the most ancient parts of this country. I believe that I have not only learned the identity of this enemy, I have learned of a way to defeat them when they arrive. That day is fast approaching. I think we have only a few years before they get here. I fear not even Lord Taishakuten and the 4 Heavenly Kings will be able to defeat them. They may even already have agents embedded in this country. Every child knows that no ship can breach the field that encircle this country. And yet, I know someone who did. And they were a child too. Maybe you'll get to meet him one day. Why are you telling me this? I came home to test you. This sounds a little bit duplicitous, but I was the one who lured the Jungro onto the farm. I wanted to see how you'd take your first battle as a tamer. While it's a little too early to say whether or not you'll be a real talent at it, I know you at least have some fighting spirit in you. You want this. And so I must ask you, when that day comes, when we face extermination, will you stand by my side, brother? Will you help me? Of course. I'd follow you into the mouth of hell if that's what it took. I knew I could count on you. Look at me, rambling at a time like this. I'll fill you in on more of this tomorrow when we're a little refreshed. I'll stick around for a while, help out and get you trained up to be a real tamer. I'm sure dinner's almost ready. Why don't we go home and get some grub, huh? Let's leave the fire here. Someone else might want to use it soon. Even with that whole, only you can prevent forest fires. Oh, wait, no. It's gotta be done a particular way, the way I've heard this. Only you can prevent forest fires, or only you can prevent wildfires, or even only you. I don't know who came up with that, but I don't think it really matters here. There's no trees too close here. It's more of a grass area. Someone could easily find this and keep warm. They might need it more than we do. Wonder what's cooking. It's, Monster. It's so good that you're finally home, son. I kept wondering if no news was good news, but... Come on now, Ma. You know I can handle myself out there. Besides, what do I do all this for if not for you? I keep maybe, what, 20 bucks on me at any given time? The money's good, son, but you know what I really care about. Kids die all the time out there taming monsters. It's dangerous work. That's true enough, but it pays well enough to keep you guys going after all these taxes. Dias, honey, it's bad enough we have one tamer in the family. Who's that? I don't like this. Oh, now isn't this cozy? A little family get-together? And here I thought you were far too handsome and brooding to have anything like this. You surprised to see me, are we? You'll leave my family well alone if you know what's good for you, Inquisitor Nefer. So you do remember my name after all. It's a woman. I would not have known that. You really know how to make a woman feel valued. It makes what I'm about to do all the more painful. By the holy order of Lord Taishakuten, under the jurisdiction of the Heavenly King Zojoten,
I hereby place you under arrest for conspiracy to commit treason and sedition. Sedition? My boy has done no such thing! Explain yourself! Oh, and of course your mother has to spoil all the fun. We were having such a good time, you and I. I'd play with you too, but my orders are for your boy only.
Arrest me? I'd love to see you try. To me, go Bengal! Down! Dragon tackle at full power! Down!
Now, the harder you fight back, the more I will be forced to punish you. So please, by all means, fight back as hard as you can.
This ought to be automatic here. Dragon tackle at full power. That feels not painful enough. One slash is all it took. They're only different by 5 levels. Go, Peggle! No! There's death.
It really is such a shame. Killing a monster doesn't nearly turn me on as much as one of you regular humans. But delayed gratification can often be sweeter. Will you come quietly? I want you in pristine condition for our interrogation date later, after all.
Fine. I'll come willingly, so long as nobody else gets hurt.
Son!
Do nothing, Mom. This is something I've gotten myself into. None of you should do anything rash. Asur, sit tight. It's better that you stay here. Look after Mom and Ushas for me. It falls to you now.
My, such bold words. You should have been a public speaker with charisma like that. He's right, little boy. Be a good little child and stay here with Mommy. Take him away. I will be with you outside shortly.
Yes, Madam Inquisitor.
Now, I bid you farewell. You had better pray that this is the last time an Inquisitor graces your mudhole of a farm.
Hey!
Oh? Does the little boy have something to say?
Touch my brother and I'll kill you. I swear to any god that's listening, I'll kill you.
I have met the god of this world. I regret to tell you, he isn't listening. But you are cute. I hope one day you'll follow in your brother's footsteps. He'd make a good plaything.
I can't let that go! I have to do something!
What can you do against them? The Inquisitors are stronger than any monster. You're not thinking straight.
I've never been more sure of something I needed to do in my whole life. Dias would have done the exact same thing for me in the exact same circumstances. I can't just leave him to die like that.
Go. I've been going to bed scared every day since Dias left, you know? Scared that maybe one day I'd wake up to see your bed empty and you'd gone off just like him. And maybe you weren't so lucky. Maybe you wouldn't have taken to it like he had. And for every time your brothers come back and lived, I'm so relieved. But then I know that you're getting older too. You don't dream of being a farmer forever, do you? If there was ever a time for you to become a tamer, son, it's now. Bring your brother home. Make them pay. You have my word, Ma. Before you leave, you should take your savings. It should be enough to buy a monster from the store in Gramercy, to the west of here. Or maybe it's Gramercy, to the west of here. The woman who runs it is a little odd, but she'll steer you right. You might also get a pact and tame something else, maybe. Your gun should keep you safe against some weaker monsters.
Got my savings. 1,000, whatever that is.
Now, go quickly, before it's too late.
One more word with sister, though. What are you up to today? Really? Well, I'll leave you to it. No need to rest yet. And there is running shoes. Come to think. Are there controls to know, or do I just have to learn? Maybe I should check the Tamer notes. We have only one monster in the monster list. An objective. Nation map. Looks like there's 4 regions and a couple of islands. Or 5 regions with the spire there. And Tamer notes. 5 types. Will, brute, malicious, unstable, relentless. So, will beats brute, beats malicious, beats unstable, beats relentless. So an iron will defeats brute force. Brute force is strong against malicious something, I don't know. Malicious thoughts? Maybe they're thinking instead of taking action. Malicious thoughts beat unstable soul? I don't know. Unstable soul beats relentless fury. But relentless fury overtakes an iron will. And when you go in reverse, they take half damage. And if it helps, attacks that are strong against the enemy glow red on the attack menu. There are several types of pacts. Some can be bought from stores and others are more rare. Normal pacts, a standard flat rate to pack the monster. And supreme pacts offer a greater rate to pack the monster. Apparently there's an ultimate pact that will tame any monster instantly. But some especially powerful monsters laugh at any other pact shown. You may need to use a demon pact for them. Synergy bar, that's above the monster's name and HP. It accumulates over a battle. Certain actions make it build up faster or slower. And then an attack can be crowned with enough synergy to power it up or grant a new effect. Different monster traits can affect synergy. Some attacks can build it or take it away. It works independently of the monster currently active. Something amazing can happen if synergy goes all the way to 100%. Every attack uses either magic or physical damage. Sword for physical, Hadouken for magic. Physical uses attack to do damage and is defended by defense. Magical attacks use magic and defended by resistance or resist. If an enemy is not taking much damage from attacks, maybe change the damage type. Some attacks can affect stats positively and negatively. You can see that above the monster's name. Then move point pool for every monster, divided by type, and reflects how many uses of an attack you can use before running out. All attacks have their own base move point value, adding points to the pool of its type under MP+. Attacks grant MP with diminishing returns, halving the amount they grant with each successive attack of a type. Move points are restored after every battle. If they run out of move points, they use a struggling move that deals damage to itself. So there's Plague, 3% HP per turn, stackable up to 3 times. Mute means a monster can't crown moves or use a crown transformation. Petrified gets 50% defense boost, but can't move for 3 to 5 turns. Rage makes the monster do a random action or hurt themselves using an attack. Egg will have them move second and take more damage from crowned attacks. and all these statuses won't last after the battle. Tamer levels. So, as a better tamer, you can bring out innate talents of monsters to even greater heights. Oh gee, how about that? The difference between two monsters, one belonging to an inexperienced tamer and one belonging to a master tamer, is pronounced. And then new skills that can be picked up as an experienced tamer. The perks of the job, like pact comprehension, breeding expert, synergy mastery, silent-footed, mystery magnet. Then monster baiting. Some monsters may run away or it could be too high to reach. You can bait them with items on the ground from the bag. Monsters have certain preferences about what they'll eat. Some are carnivores, some herbivores, some omnivores. And can also use bait to circumvent a group of monsters that we might not want to fight. There's some stuff to think about here. I should remember to save a record of my progress from time to time. You never know what could happen out here. Gramercy should be just up the road. A straight shot, so long as I stick to the path. A gun might scare off something weaker, but I can't rely on it. If I'm ever stuck or need a reminder of something, I can always check my notebook. I can always check my notebook too. Useful information, refreshers on how to be a tamer, even a record of what I need to do next. But I just did that though. So I may as well save. The cancel button is how to run. Thought I saw a sign, but I didn't. Are any of these weaker? I don't even know. Should I try this? Harmless herbivore. It's level 6 and I'm level 1. Yeah, I'm already hurt bad. Cernia Steel, just for attacking. So I did too much there. But it's alright. I ain't died. What's up? What happened here? Oh, every so often a village will spring up, and then some herd of monsters will just blow right through it, destroy the whole damn place. That's what happened to these poor bastards. Didn't they have any tamers to protect them? Sure, but a couple tamers against something like an angered swarm of beta? It ain't gonna look pretty. What happened to the residents? Those that weren't totally wiped out by the beta probably headed into the town west of here, or into Appenton to the southwest. All right then, kid. Take it easy. Any news going around? Heard a strange demon lives inside the cave a little ways to the northwest of these ruins. People are saying it's agitating the local monsters into doing things like this. I'd be careful around there. I had more questions. No, I don't have questions. It's probably best to stay on the path after all right now. There was someone to talk to and I wanted to know things. Gramercy. The monster store should be here somewhere. Like there. That looks like the right place. Hey kid, what can I do for you? What's the word around town? Well, there's some trouble in the cave. There's some trouble in the cave east of town, and there's some more trouble on the beach south of here, so take your pick. Where's a good place to stay? Up in the tavern there. I've got a couple of rooms. I'll do you for the night. What do you do around here? What do you do around here? Oh, you know, a bit of this, a bit of that. Mostly I just keep watch out for any monsters that get the bright idea of wandering into town. We don't got too many tamers coming through this way. I'm a monster tamer. Bit on the young side, aren't you? Best place for you would be over at the tavern. See ya. Take it easy. I don't know if I need to talk to everybody though. hello? Do you run this place?
I do.
I'm looking to buy a monster. I'll take anything you've got.
You seem troubled.
Never mind that. Can I buy a monster or not?
Yes, but I don't think you should pick from just any stock we have. Come, meet me in the back room.
Do we have 3 to choose from? Or 5? What's all this about? What's all this about?
In each of these 5 cages behind me is a monster. They are meant to be on their way to a monster store. They are meant to be on their way to a monster store in a different province. Though a landslide in the west has complicated this somewhat. This stock is just sitting around. Time goes on, they get ornery. I'm making no money at all, so you can choose one.
Sure.
I will describe them so you may see. First is Dracoil, the Sentry Draco, a relentless type monster that is a good all-rounder, slightly lacking in magical capability. Second is Ambigu of Unstable Disposition, an unstable type monster that is known for its command over various magical abilities, but poor physical capability. Third is Hooclaw, the Little Sadist, a malicious type monster, an agile threat in close quarters. It possesses a modicum of magical talent, but be warned, it is quite frail. Fourth is Starhole, the Ocean's Reclaimer, a will-type monster that is an immense defensive bulwark. It may be slow, but possesses unmatched regenerative powers. Regenerative.
I could not get that word out.
But possesses unmatched regenerative powers. Fifth is Canite, the do-or-die canine, a brute-type monster that loves to get into a fight, and most importantly, stays in the fight for a long time. What will your choice be?
It'd be between Dracoil and Canite. I think I'm gonna go with Dracoil. I like the all-around, and I don't want to be just brute. Dracoil.
A wise choice. The monster and its pack are now yours. Now, the $700 something if you would?
Could have mentioned it before I got here.
Thank you. This store sees too little business now. It is used merely as a storehouse between more successful branches. While 700 is nice, it does not pay for upkeep. This may well be the last time we meet. I bid you farewell.
Farewell. I want to see something before I do things. So, I chose to not save. I'll go further in, then save before we go in the place, then see about what happens to an attack. I would only do it for a trophy. The real me would not just attack and feel swindled. There is no need for that. But I can't skip this, not that it's very long. All right, let's do all this again here. What would happen if I choose to attack, and why would I choose to attack? I don't have the time to be wasting money on this.
We'll see about that.
Okay. So, swipe, Draco charged. Increase defense by 40% while dealing damage. Dragon tackle. Resistance. Ambigu. Oh wait, that's super effective against me. But I can't tell if it's gonna be physical or magical attack. I think that looks more magical than physical. It resists that. Is that magic? All I can think to do is swipe regular damage. Oh, that's a bad matchup too. Probably because it's physical. Up resistance anyway. It's all bad matchups though. Oh, I didn't even try to crown it. I wouldn't know if I could have. Now I'll see. Yes, I can. Then removes all defense buffs and converts the total percent removed into additional damage. They both do that, resistance or defense. So let's crown this. Oh. That was bad luck. I'm way too slow. Asur may as well have died. So if there's RNG at play here, will she always pick a monster that's super effective against what I choose? Let me see about Darwall. I would think that it would be Hooclaw against Darwall. Oh no, it's Dracoil. That's what it is. That's what's strong. Slapping attack. That's gonna be HP for Swallow Water there. Then Fat Slam. Defense buffs are used instead of attack buffs. Of course, good matchup. Of course, bad matchup. So, hopefully can swallow water. Thinking not possible. And can't crown a gun. So, Asur is unrelenting. So wouldn't that mean, Darwall's beaten by Dracoil? Should I not have Ambigu then? But Ambigu will be beat by Hooclaw. But why would I really attack, though? Like I know what I'm doing. Oh no, it's Dracoil. Only this time we have the advantage. Yeah, we actually have the advantage here. Hot Ball, Flame, Fighting Wind, neutralizing all stats, and so does that. Both of those are not as accurate, but this is powerful. So this would be the win, but I don't really want this Genbu though. I'll just have to see. Oh, that wasn't the only monster though. When I see that, hang on. What about going at 100%? That's critical right there. Can we get the 100% synergy? Not with a critical like that. That's a good bit of health. Wait, I think I dreamt this vaguely. Sociable means synergy gains. That's a bad matchup, isn't it? No, it's normal. But I don't know about building up synergy. That is a bad matchup, though. Having to deal with a whole lot of that just... Well, that synergy went 100%, but what can I do? Forfeit? Well, that just happens there. There is no real discernible way to come out of that alive without the most extreme of luck. There is no way. So I'll just stick with Dracoil and spend the money. So I need to not fight. So it's got those techniques. Staunch halves incoming synergy reduction effects. Negative is heavy. All speed debuffs are doubled, and all speed buffs are halved. So, what if I should go stay over there? And need a password for this monster here. Who would have a password? He was a prospector. And cave to the east. Then there's another monster. To heal monsters, but it costs money. More stuff to do down south. At night, a big monster at sea. There's probably not much to do. Looking after the monument. Old hero. Town was ruled by a cruel man. A warlord. No King Zojoten. Then someone with a hat and scar arrived. And the warlord screamed, seeing the stranger. But nobody saw any flames. The stranger declined payment and asked for one thing. That these villagers would do their best to learn how to fight to protect themselves and protect those who cannot fight. Where do you think the stranger went next? Do you think it really happened? Plenty of evidence. Interesting. I had other questions. It's not just an oral tradition. I think it's one hell of a story. They've kept alive this whole time. Free stork lift. So what's that all about? Letters? Need to register. And what kind of benefits does this give? Stork lift travel and delivery service. Send and receive monsters from somewhere and travel across the country. Thanks for the bargain. What do I sign? That's all we gotta do. Gorgon Fort Northwest, around Desperado Province. No ways out of Windy Province. Can the monster break it? The Inquisitor, voice like honey, but can kill a Merkersormer in a single swipe. She gets off on the killing. She's a sadist. She was human? The 4 heavenly kings were humans, or the Inquisitors were humans? A Knight of Peaceful Shut-Eye. Sure thing. Sure thing. And now it's morning time. There ain't nothing to really grab here. I can't even go out that way. I don't have no packs. Does she not sell any packs? She's gone. Why couldn't she just take everything with her? Or leave them with me if this is not gonna stay around. Looks rainy. We ain't done much of nothing yet. What's the word? I've done all those things. Gramercy and farmlands. Then Bridge and Windy Province Heartland. Beach. Why don't I check the map? There wouldn't have been too much down there anyway. So this is effectively what feels like where I need to go. They're herbivores. And this is level 15 as it is. Let me see about this. Killing blow. I need experience though. Why I gotta hurt harmless herbivores? A swipe isn't nearly enough. And that was level 6 too. I'm being a terrible Monster Tamer right here though. health doesn't recover, but the PP, or the move points, do, rather. Maybe I should go look for other monsters. Okay, now we're seeing a monster fight here. It's only level 5. He's got more than one monster out here. Bill Rack and Bill Eat. A whole lot of defense, but that doesn't help against the fireball. So how about a dragon tackle? Does I get more tamer experience? No. We did get a little money out of that. Tiger Locks. The Slug Elf, or Slug F. Here, we're good with this, so why don't we just use the strongest move? And bad matchup ain't no big deal. But I do gotta remember to save. So it's like I just gotta take out a number of monsters to up my tamer level. I'm interested in a friendly battle between tamers. Probably should have saved. Do or die canine Carrick. Level 15 there. Bad matchup, but defense went up. Good there. I want to up my defenses. You don't lose as much synergy there because of that. So we've maxed out our defense gains. Oh, I didn't mean to defend. So that's even less damage. We can crown Dragon Tackle. Maybe I won't do that yet. That hurt, though. I don't want to use up my defenses, though. So we'll crown the resistance usage down to 1. Whee! We're still alive. Oh boy. Whole lot of experience there. I can't really fight any monsters safely right now. There's monster skeletons, but no real things here. Things want to come after me now that I'm slim pickings. Hey man, hey there man. I'd watch yourself going down that beach. A Merker Stormer has decided to stick around at the end of the beach here, making it impossible for fishing boats to go out. Fishing boats? I thought Ephiel tore those up. Normally, yes, but we figured out that they only target boats that go more than half a mile out. So we tie a rope to pull the boats and anchor it here so we can pull them in. Genius, ain't it? That does sound pretty smart. Yo, you here to deal with the Merker Stormer down there? No, just passing through. All right then, watch yourself. That's a Merker Stormer down there. I don't have health for that. Apollo from antiquity, the enemy of God. Neokyo City, Desperado Province. Panopticon, I don't know what that is. People disappear all the time. A panoptic what? Prison where the warden can see everyone and none of the inmates interact with each other. That's very concerning. So the king controls everything and everyone is too busy trying to keep their own heads down that they never open up to each other. This is very philosophical here. Sojo 10 isn't any less vigilant. Let me get out of here. There ain't nothing else around. So I mainly should head west to Appleton. What I need to do is go rest first. That well doesn't do anything for me. We don't get to draw any water out of it to fix ourselves up. But at least with those trainers, we got a little money. I ain't gonna hurt them no more. I almost would rather just hoof it home. Stork lift service is out of commission, but can use caravans to send monsters. That makes sense, though. Need to scale a cliff or enter from Desperado Province to the east or Scarred Province to the west. I haven't really gotten to do much with this game yet. So it's like I gotta play more to really figure out a feel of this, but there's definitely a lot of philosophy. You cannot win against the woman who sells you monsters. But this also can be very dark, very fast. Let me get some free rest here. Now everyone's up to snuff. I only got the one monster. And I'm not able to do much right now. Oh. It's nighttime. I wouldn't realize that, but I'm not gonna argue it right now. Some things would surely change in the night, but what? I can't say yet. I think it'll take me a little more than this to get any real first impressions. I can still save this. I don't have a full grasp of the game yet, so it's not fair for first impressions, but this is still first time. And I've got to play a little more to know what I'm getting into. Other games, on the other hand, it doesn't take me nearly as long to know what I'm getting into. So watch one of these here. See if that might not be something else to look into indie-wise, if it's indie especially.